Dang, we back. Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? We are back for the Ready to Love Philly panel. We're going to have some guests on tonight. They'll be coming in periodically. Right now, we have two of the homies coming to join me, Paul, P.O., and Fernando from Ready to Love Potomac. You know who I am, Tyrone from Ready to Love DC. And fellas, introduce yourselves. Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, you already know who it is, man. P.O. 100 sightings, everything else, you know what I mean? Potomac, what was it, season 5, 6, whatever. Yes, sir. Oh, there you go.
What up, Fernando?
What's up with you, fam?
Okay.
Chilling.
Here to, show love, bless the mic, and let's review this show, man. See what they're talking about out there in Philly.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna get into it, right? So what I want to do is, just like we did last week, I want to go through all of the cast. This time I did do it by order of appearance. I was able to get a couple of more images of everyone. We'll just kind of talk through them really quick, talk about our thoughts on the episode, next steps, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. So everyone that's here so far, thank you so much for joining us. You guys have been really, really good to me, a big support group. So let's get started. First up, guess who we got? First up, we have Coley, the flight attendant. She's super confident and says that whenever she walks into any room, she turns heads. She's been told that she's intimidating, but feels a man should be motivated instead. She meets a lot of people traveling, and it's not anything that lasts since they're always on travel. What you all think? And in the comments, in the audience, feel free to let us know what you think as well.
Yeah, I feel like, well, first off, they say never trust a flight attendant, right? And I mean,
Really?
there is some truth to that.
Uh-huh.
I've had my fair rounds of that, but
Say that again?
I'm not here to. I'm not going to paint her with a broad brush. She's fly. She seems like she's approachable, and you know what I mean, kind of open-ish. So I mean, right now, I just feel like she's vibing out. And I guess we're gonna get to the other stuff, all of that stuff. So we'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later on. But yeah, I think she's actually, I think one, I could see why she was on the second mixer.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see why she's on, because I mean, you got to think like, and I'm not, no shade to the ladies that was on the first mixer, but she brought a different level. You understand what I'm saying? And in all ways, like, characteristically, just from a personality perspective, and then also, just from a looks perspective. I mean, she's dope.
Yeah. So one thing that I like about our panel is that the panel is going to be filled with a lot of folks who have been on the show. So a lot of castmates. So we have a really good understanding, and I like hearing the initial thoughts, especially from the fellas on the ladies, and then once we have some of the women panelists, you'll get their thoughts. And I'll tell you, the ladies that are going to be on the panel keep a real rap raw. So I really, really like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Fernando, what you got?
I mean, attractive young lady, they brought her on first for a reason. I think I get your attention in the looks department. And then she seems to be open, what she wants, what she's looking for. ain't asking for much, which is a good thing and a bad thing depending on how you like it. But at least, you know what I mean, she came being who she was, you know. Wasn't goofy, nothing stupid, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of just being herself and looking for her person out there in Philly.
Right. We got Phil. I'm not sure if he's going to be on camera or not. Phil, let me know what's good before we move on. Hey, that comment about her, you know, being noticed whenever she does walk in the room. She did walk in. She walked in there with some oomph.
Yeah, she brought
You
it.
know,
I ain't even gonna hold you.
She had a walk tour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Phil,
man
what's
Phil.
good, brother?
What you got, bro?
Yo, what's good, bros?
What's up, Phil?
Yo, what's good, man? I ain't seen y'all in a minute.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
See y'all, how y'all living?
We good.
Yeah, I'm living
We
like
good.
I'm out of prison.
Everything
Oh,
good.
okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, man.
That's always good.
There you go, Phil.
What's good? Oh, Fernando out here living a low-key life. I see you.
Yeah. We on
Don't do that. Don't do that.
we on Coley right now. We on Coley
Cold.
right now. What's your initial thoughts? We also got Stacy B. We knew Stacy. I ain't gonna
Man.
say it. What's going on, Stacy? We're gonna do the intros, but
Hi guys.
hey. I want to talk about get your thoughts on Coley real quick. First Phil and then Stacy.
No, let ladies first. I'll let Stacy go.
Okay, go ahead, Stacy.
And you got to come up off of the mute, though.
What you said? I missed it.
No, we talk about Coley, flight attendant, super confident, and says she's noticed whenever she walks into a room and men are intimidated and should be motivated instead.
Are we live?
Oh, we
Are we
live,
behind the
Stacy.
scene?
We live, Stacy. We live.
Okay. Okay.
We live.
Yo, she's too funny.
Go ahead, Stacy. Let us know
I mean, what is there to?
your live thoughts. Your live thoughts.
I mean, what's there to say about that?
That's it? That's all you got?
I mean, there's nothing really to be said about that.
Okay.
I mean, especially like I don't know if she's like a different person, but just going off of this episode.
Mhm.
I mean, what I don't know. Like, is she saying her beauty is so intimidating? Because she's kind of like awkward. Like she tells awkward jokes. Like she's kind of
Okay.
weird. Not like she's weird, but she like is kind of like awkward. It gives awkward. So
Now I can understand being a little
I
bit
could be wrong though.
awkward myself. I get it.
Yeah, she's such a tie.
I get it. Phil, what you got?
She was cool. She was cool for the first 10 minutes that I saw her. I mean, nah. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. That whole pollution snow comment was wild. You thought pollution was snow, or
It was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
Case in point.
And it wasn't funny. Exactly what I said.
I didn't get it. It was crazy to me. I mean, she looks well, you know. I mean, she reminds me of Stacey a little bit. Not personality wise, but look wise. But that pollution snow comment wasn't hitting for me. The fact that I got confused if it was a joke, whether she was being serious or not, means that I could believe her actually believing that, and that's wild.
Yeah.
Camera back on.
You think it was a little bit of a nervousness with being on set? And she was the first one there too, so I imagine she there to set the tone.
I'd rather be first on that than last. That last experience wasn't fun on our season. Everybody was already talking. I'm sitting there like a newcomer, just sitting there like I don't even know where I fit in. I gotta go interrupt conversations just to be cool.
Right. All right. We got next up we have Fritz. All right, what do we know about Fritz? He's a traveler, like Fernando. I don't know if he's been to as many places as Fernando, but been to 5 continents, 30 plus countries. Not a pseudo alpha male who rushes sex, but definitely has plans once he gets married. Who wants to go first? Stacy.
Oh, go ahead, Stacy.
Let's go, Stacy.
Me?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
mind coming after you.
That's the way it should be. Ask any girl. You better wait for it.
Already.
Oh, I miss
Wow.
you guys.
I know. That was a nice setup. I like it.
Yeah.
I had to run and get my charger, but shoot, I might need to charge something else for with Paul.
Oh man.
What you got on Fritz, Stacey?
Fritz, he's in wealth management. I actually thought he was delightful.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Listen,
Take it.
I missed last week, so let me ease on into it because it's been a minute, so I can't hit y'all with the hoo-ha already.
No, I got you. I got you. I got you. Paul.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of laid back. He gives me this eclectic sort of vibe though. Like he's
Mhm.
like he's got some elevation to him. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just a different type of vibe. And I mean, it looks like the ladies are kind of feeling that.
Yeah.
I do think that they're probably going, like when I saw his whole character and all of this stuff, I see the direction that they're taking him to.
Yeah.
I can say that. Yeah.
What direction is that?
Well,
Where
we'll
you see
see.
him taking him?
We'll see. We'll see later on. I don't want to give all my predictions out the way right now.
No, I just felt like, okay, remember I told you, Ty, I kind of missed the first episode, but I mean, like, this is second episode and it's kind of dry.
Well, I think they're still trying to do the intros. I think they did a good job of splitting it up. So when you do split it up, you have more time to focus on people. Like in previous seasons
Well,
with everybody there, sometimes you get through episode 1 and don't hear from anybody. People
because
could
the
get
only
skipped.
name I remember is Tay.
Okay. For some reason. Okay. I got everybody. Phil, I said that like to see it. Phil, what up to see it?
He was cool. I thought he was vibing pretty decently with the ladies. I think he tried to flex a little bit. He's like, "Yo, I'm just gonna write that trip off." He was trying to. I know what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
Moneymaker right there. Like, yo, I'm just gonna write that trip off. I booked the trip before the show. All of a sudden, I'm gonna write that off. It's been everywhere in the world. Sounds like you, Ty.
Panama. Good on Panama.
Did that sound like a business expense though?
Yeah,
Do you think he said it like it don't matter?
Yeah, let's be real. First off, unless he got on the show late, he knew damn well he's gonna be on this show. He didn't write that off. He used cancel like everybody else. He booked his joint for 5 weeks later. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him.
Right.
I'm gonna use my tax purposes. I'm in wealth management. I'm gonna hit you with I wrote this joint off.
Now wait, now Phil.
Huh?
Now the only pushback I got for you is I remember my season. We were right after Simone's season, right? And so we actually were supposed to go to the resort, and we were supposed to enter. We were going to be switching over, and it was COVID, so they ended up delaying when we would film. So they delayed it like 4 months.
See, but that was COVID.
We don't know what the shit.
This
We don't know what they was doing.
I didn't watch
We
the
don't know
first
what
episode.
we don't know what they was
season
doing
of Philly. You
because
don't have
word
no
is there's
pushback.
another season filmed already, and they just sitting waiting for their shit to air.
I haven't been paying attention. But how long ago was the last?
I don't want to give y'all the tea or nothing, but
give us the tea. Hold on.
there's another one after this, darling.
Of course.
Yeah, the next one is what, Detroit though, right?
I'm gonna go to Detroit.
Let's focus.
I didn't want to bring it to you guys. I'm joining the Detroit cast. I'm back.
Okay.
Phil and I are getting married on that episode, on the first episode. Phil, go ahead and break the news.
Curveball.
Oh man.
Curveball.
I heard they filmed
Fernando.
I live in DC now, guys.
Fernando, does he got you beat? What you think?
Who, Fritz?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he writing off trips. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. Yeah, he got me.
You know?
beat, right?
I thought I was traveling a lot. My man was writing that off.
He said my 36th birthday, Panama. I'm good.
But
he still wanted that buddy pass. I ain't mad at him. He still wanted that buddy pass.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Why you asked for the buddy pass though?
He's like, yo, let me get that companion. He still got one open.
He said flight attendant.
I need in on that.
She in the pocket.
Like we all gonna do the same thing. Like, look, might be the plug.
Who we got next? Who we got next?
Hey. If they doing the New York one, I might have to consider it.
No, not there. We're going here with it.
I might have to consider New York.
Tay was cool.
Tay. Who wants to take it? Let me tell you about Tay. Tay, 35.
You say her name like that, Ty?
Because it sounds like my daughter's name. Come on, man. Stop it.
I can't even say nothing now. I can't.
Tay,
I'm going mute.
35, a nurse anesthetist, right? She's nervous, but ate her Wheaties. Work was getting to her as a professional student. So dating just wasn't for her at the time. She really, really wants to find her person.
All right, hold on. Let me jump in here real quick, Ty.
Paul. One second, Paul. We have one more guest. Lex has one of the most popular Facebook groups out there on the show. If you're unaware of Lex, go and find that. We are going to get an opportunity to discuss what we have going on. But I want to talk about Tay really, really quick. We'll go around and then we'll do a formal introduction from everybody. So go ahead, Paul, on Tay, and then we'll go to Lex.
I just wanted to put a little sauce on this because, you know, these nurses that that do their thing like her, they always want us to get it right. You messed it up, so I'm gonna say it for you. She's a nurse anesthetist.
Anesthetist.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they work hard and all that stuff, and they always like, why can't y'all never say the name right? Yeah. He messing it up again. But that part.
They make money though, right? They make money though, right?
Yeah. So if Tay is watching this back, we got it right. But yeah, I think that Tay is kind of like the social butterfly, if you will. Like, like she's getting along with everybody. Everybody is like, they getting good energy out of her. I mean, she came in, looking good and doing her thing, doing what she needed to do. I don't see no bad energy yet coming from her. I think she's gonna do well. Throw it over to Stacy.
I hope she keeps the same personality her entire duration here because I love her.
Yeah.
And she wasn't here with like awkward, weird jokes. She came intentional. Outfit right there. Personality right there. Goddess locks, baby right there. And I could smell her through the TV. She smelled good too. How about that? She smelled like some baccarat.
What?
Lex, what you got?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. I like Tay. You know, she's one of the few that I do like. So I give her a plus. I hope she lasts.
Okay.
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I like her. There was some things that I saw in the conversation, but we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, so far so good. Seems like she came in with some good intentions. Says she wants to find her person. Looks like that may have already happened, but we'll see. Who didn't go yet on on Tay?
I'll just say Tay dress matched that personality.
Uh-huh.
So that bubbly look, that friendly look, colorful. So
Uh-huh.
like Stacy said, hope she keeps it up. Because so far she seems like one of the best people out
With
there.
that peanut butter skin.
All right, good luck. Tay, don't change. We wish you the best. Next up, we got Cam, the firefighter, 33 years old, got a tough job, but loves putting a smile on people's faces. He does hear about the firefighter fantasy a lot, but is interested in finding something more genuine.
I just
Ladies,
want to say,
Stacey.
when old girl was making the little poll comments and all that dumb shit, it was getting on my nerves. Like you saw the first time, he was like, "No, we don't have polls." Now we talking about rescuing damn cats, rescuing cats. That's what the hell we talking about.
Maybe that's her fantasy.
Okay, so
Stop it.
after 10
That,
seasons, we can't come to the damn mixer with with intention and having real conversations. Like, do we just have nothing, absolutely nothing to say? So we just look for punchlines. Like, I feel like that's what it was giving. Like, not just with him, but just in general. People, even when Will came up with the damn punchlines, it was just annoying to me. My nerves ain't y'all know what? When we started out, we was a little bit younger. So now my nerves done got bad. I done got older. Now my nerves bad. It's getting on my nerves. But Cam was great. He looks great, body great. Baby, they were all sweating like they were in Houston, Texas, baby. They over there dripping, making that chocolate milk, baby.
Who wants to follow that up?
I mean, I don't want to follow that up, but I will give. I'll give my my spiel. Now I feel like he's kind of a solid dude. It seemed like for the most part of it, I didn't see any people that stood out. Guys wise, that seemed like they was there to play on in that mixer. But particularly in his case, he seemed like he's straight to the point, down to business. Kind of wants to get away from the firefighter fantasy, and yeah, I think he came in pretty smooth. I think he's all right. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, solid. I think solid was a good word.
Mm-hmm.
But like I mentioned last week, as the fellas, you do peep stuff, and you can see him kind of. He did shoot a shot. We'll get
Who
to
he
it
shot
though.
his shot with?
We'll get to it. We'll get to
Ooh. Yeah, you need to catch me up.
Because Phil, number one, let's talk about it. Phil didn't watch the whole episode. Let's start there.
Stop it.
Phil didn't
Stop it.
watch last week. We know how Phil do. He
You know how
don't even
Phil
know
do
who
it?
got he don't even know who got
First off,
eliminated to.
First off, I do. Thank you. Don't you be trying to come for
Oh,
me.
he fast
I know.
forwarded.
This is Ocho
He
Cinco
fast
right here.
forwarded.
This is Ocho Cinco right here. All right. My one knock on him. See, this is how I know I watched the episode. You know how you could do the 2.5 speed and get through it? I did that. My man, the one thing about him I'd probably give him a knock on is he said he didn't want kids his whole life, and all of a sudden now, it's always funny when you come to Ready to Love, all of a sudden everybody wants kids. Ready to Love has that power to change your mind. now all of a sudden the people who didn't want kids want kids. It happened. We've seen it on all seasons. It is always funny when they come on. Everybody's like seeing Jesus, and Jesus told him, now he's got baby fever.
That's because we be looking good and fertile up walking through there.
Drew.
Never dated a woman with kids, but you are convincing me that now on Ready to Love, you are ready to have 15 kids tomorrow.
Oh, you're not trying to self-eliminate.
God bless Tommy. Let's all say a prayer for Tommy and his magical powers.
I think the reason. Sorry, am I allowed to just talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I think the reason why people ready to have kids all of a sudden is that they just don't want to be counted out. So it might not be technically really ready, but I think we saw that on Fort Worth where they were trying to like get Mika out of there because she didn't want any more kids. So when you start saying you don't want kids, you start putting restrictions on yourself, then you kind of limit your dating pool.
That's true.
Yeah, but I agree with you. But the one thing I'll say is this. If you didn't want kids, it don't matter what happens on this show. You are not changing your mind in 2 months of filming, which is something that I experienced on my season, that all of a sudden in 2 months, people had to come to Jesus moment about something that is a core foundational principle that you either want something or you don't. You have the ability to change your mind, but it's not happening in 2 months.
Right.
You're not going 37 years of your life not wanting kids, and then in this 2 months of meeting the most random strangers of your life, you decided like,
let me be devil's advocate though, Phil. He might be saying that, right? And he could probably mean it, but he probably got that lotion that you put on your back that's male contraceptive, and you know what I mean? He just want to do the practice things.
Yeah, because that's what it is, Paul. It's really just code words for I'm about to say that I've been celibate or abstinent for the last 3-4 months, and now I'm gonna say I'm ready to have kids. I want kids just so they can know I'm ready to bust it down.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I thought he was a cool dude. I thought he was a cool dude. I still think he's a cool dude. I really do. I wish him well.
Let me not put Cam, if you watching, I ain't trying to put words in your mouth. It might not be you. That might not be your life, sir.
Cam might have found the one already. You don't even know it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, right there.
If we go based off of
his picture here, I don't want to just be like, oh, Cam came here to bust it down.
Listen, based off of Miami season,
he could have already.
No, I'm just saying though, he could have already, gotten to it and got the magic started, and you know what I mean. And then it is what it is. Not saying that happened though, but it could. Moving on.
Yeah. Any more thoughts on Cam? Who we miss?
Is Cam originally from Philly? Did he say?
He probably moved up from Miami.
I think.
No hate.
I think if I recall, I think
he's cool.
I think he mentioned it with was that Rocky that he had a conversation with, saying that they were from the
same hood.
North side.
That was the guy with the hair.
That was Khalil. Not Khalil.
Fritz?
Khalil. Yeah, Khalil.
Yeah, Cam doesn't take me as the typical Philly guy. So I think he might have maybe he came in when he was younger or something, but he's not really giving me Philly.
Why? Because he ain't got Philly? That. Is it the beard or
what?
Wait,
Lex, where you from?
Well, originally I'm Jamaican, but I'm in Philly. I grew up in Philly.
Okay, so you know the real.
He said, I ain't never seen this dude around. I ain't seen him.
It's not that. I'm just, I was listening to him talk because I didn't really get to watch it either. And I was just listening to him talk and stuff. And I'm like, it's either he was in Philly in a 2-parent household or he wasn't from Philly originally.
You said that young boy ain't talking about no Jones or nothing.
Right.
All right, let's move on to Rocky. So Rocky likes beards. I want to say what she don't want, because so it might get canceled. But she did say she wants a grown ass man and writes erotic poetry. Like I wonder if it rhymes, if she make that erotic stuff rhyme.
Didn't you tell me there was somebody who was doing some erotic stuff in a previous season?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They be swagger jacking from each season. They just jack different swags. Now this is the female version.
I didn't like the outfit. I'm not gonna lie.
But this one or the mixer one?
Both. Nah, this one's cool. This one's cool.
I need some paperwork on her.
Paperwork.
Yeah, that birth certificate.
You like, why I can't do this? There's paperwork on somebody. What you got? Let's hear it.
I don't have anything, but
got me in this.
I'm not buying that 36.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not buying it.
So this might be the first time I had to say the views and opinions expressed by the panelists are those of the panelists.
I think people already know who I am. So you're gonna hear it out my mouth, or you're gonna see it on the page. So
I gotta go to this Facebook page.
I already told them that the ladies is gonna keep it real rap raw. So,
and I'm not saying she might be an okay pick, but I'm just not. That was a hard 36. Let's be real. Like
I had a hard life, y'all.
Yeah, we can do that. We could do a hard 36. But go ahead next.
She won me over with her personality more than her looks. I'll give her that. Like the outfit and stuff wasn't given, but her personality and the tattoo conversations, her and Khalil vibe, finding somebody have some type of little connection going, that made it better for me to seeing her on the show. Maybe more interested.
And just to get to the outfit part, y'all know everybody. I mean, with the exception of maybe Lex, y'all know that at these mixers, they tell you pretty much, give us 3 outfits and we're going to pick the outfit you want to wear, whatever we want you to wear. And so they could be using that as kind of a trap to, put her in a different position. You understand? To help tell the story that they want to tell.
Hold on, was it Sage? If it was Sage, Sage needed to tell her to go to Zara like he told me. He needed to do the same thing. Because Sage had me and Zara like on FaceTime, like, nah, this ain't it, dog.
What the hell you find in Zara?
Like this. I didn't even know you could spend $2,000 at Zara. Like, yo, nothing? Nothing is good? All right.
Yeah, but I mean, I do agree, like that for the mixer, for your first appearance, she could have brought it a little bit better, but again, I don't think she's a bad person, like in terms of, I don't know, I didn't get bad energy off of her, seemed like genuine vibe, but I don't know, she might be, you know what I mean, might be the direct opposite. She might be up there bruising them dudes, you know what I mean, who knows?
I felt like she was walking by and they was like, yo, you want to do a show real quick? Like, yo, we in the middle of taping, but you were fit.
She looked different. I'm gonna say that she looked different than most people I've seen on the show. She definitely caught me off guard. Like, okay, that's a Philly guy. Okay.
No.
She represented Philly that good, then, huh?
I mean, I don't know. Hey, Lex, I mean, tell me about the background checks on these girls. Like, is it easy for women out there to pass background checks?
Oh, I don't do I don't know. I don't do background checks. You should be able to.
I'm just saying, they do background checks when they bring these ladies on the show and everything. So, is there people out there giving a $150 or something? Like, what's going on out in Philly? I need answers.
Obviously, a lot of people couldn't pass it.
Okay.
Oh, something is going on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm somewhat embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. But, that's a different topic, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Which one of the ladies do you feel is the most Philly though, Lex?
The one that is most Philly, to be honest, which is sad, is that little skinny one.
Oh yeah, no doubt. With the braids,
Sahara?
with the braids.
Sahara.
Yeah.
No, she's
And
definitely Philly, giving me Philly all day.
and it's sad, but
Yeah.
and I mean, don't get me wrong, Tay, I haven't really, she could be, but the other one, from Shadow Out Without a Doubt. That's what you get a lot of. And then I think as far as the boys would be that little funny one with the little funny braids in his hair with the sagging pants, like that's
So
Philly.
Jay?
I'm not aware of his name. Yeah, but I think he's the only one with braids. Oh no.
Khalil?
Khalil? No, not
Well, got
Khalil.
locks.
Was it from episode 1?
Do they got a roster? Like
Naeem?
I don't even know. No, not Naeem. Naeem is Philly, not Naeem. I don't know. Dark skin one. He just had the little braids in the back part.
Oh,
Not
Wayne. Was
not
it
the
Wayne?
one that.
I'm looking at the site. John
It
Jay.
was nah. I think his name was Wayne or something.
Wayne.
Was it Wayne from
I
last
don't
week?
know, but they made it seem like all the girls wanted him, and that was crazy to me. But I think he might be tall or something.
Okay.
So I will say this, and maybe Tommy should have consulted me, because I used to be in Philly all the time, maxing out with the ladies. I used to have a membership at this club back in the day called Night on Broadway, right?
Oh my goodness.
You know what it is.
Night on Broadway is closed.
Are they closing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should have went and at least got some girls from out of there. They would have been cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Philly.
Come on. Let's
But anyway, okay, yeah, let's get back to the subject.
Yeah. Let's just move on to Khalil. All right, what we know about Khalil, what I say, it wasn't a lot, he is going through some things with the loss of his older brother. My condolences to him. Suffering a loss does make you realize some things about life, and he did mention that life is short, and he's starting to realize, what's important to him, and that is not to grow old alone.
Yeah. So let me say this. There was somebody on, who was it? AP on my season, right? She had lost her husband or whatever, right? And even, being behind the scenes, I didn't see her, distraught or whatever, like how they made it when she got eliminated. So I wonder if they use, that particular part of his story as a way to kind of, shun him and say, like, oh man, he's still dealing with the loss of his brother, and we like the guy, but we feel like he should, go on and do X, Y, and Z and take care of himself or whatever, because there's just certain things that they highlight in a person's story, and they don't highlight it for no reason at all. So either that, or his brother's going to probably be the motivating factor of him finding his person, and maybe they bond or connect over that situation. So
Or not saying he needed it, but more like almost like sympathy. Like
right,
he might give him a chance for that reason.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I like
Exactly.
about it? You know what I like about him being open about the loss of his brother is that sometimes, like, especially on reality shows, they like have a problem of not depicting black men as being, having that emotional sensitivity or that emotional maturity. So I did appreciate him being honest and, talking about his feelings, because girls, we like people that got feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we like people that can relate to the highs and the lows in our lives. So I can appreciate him sharing that part.
And also too, like, coming from experience, him actually saying his brother passed from suicide was a lot because you admit to something that's very, personal and can be seen. It's a big thing that's not talked about in our community, how often it can
Right.
happen. So for them to highlight that and to show his vulnerability based on the situation, I think really meant a lot as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the person I resonated with the most. I think he was low key, he was chill, he was open, he was vulnerable. He might be the best guy out there. Boss.
Even
But
early on the show, he was like, "Yo, bust his
Pause.
arms out already." I was like,
no, I'm
laughing
being
at that
real.
Yeah, I
That's
know. I
probably the
got
person
you.
I felt like he's gonna be a me on this season. I like him.
Oh Lord. Cut the mic. Mute him. Mute him. Mute
I like
him.
him. Nah, I'm being real. I'm being real. I think
He's
he
gonna
was.
be the me. He's
I
gonna be the
think he
me.
was. No, I think he was the most genuine out of all the guys I was talking. He didn't have any gimmicks. I was trying to look for it. Yeah, he had the cool. What was it? What color suit was that?
It
Don't
wasn't
matter.
fuchsia.
I'm colorblind, but I was
Future.
gonna guess. I was
The
gonna
the
guess.
lilac. It was like some
He,
kind of lilac-ish.
he was just a chill dude. His answers, the way he presented
People.
himself, the way he talked was just
Yeah.
straightforward. It wasn't any gimmicks involved. He wasn't throwing any, again, that's editing, what we see, but it seemed like he was just a serious, straightforward cat. I'm here to meet people. I'm here to have fun. Showed a little vulnerability with his family. He still works in his family business. I like him.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah, his story does resonate with me. Just a little plug, but on my mental health channel, I did have 2 talks on suicide. One of my really good friends actually runs the suicide prevention department for the entire Army and has to write letters to every single family member of a soldier who commits suicide in the Army. So she does have to deal with a lot. The second story I have
Your hair ain't cut. Don't come in this camera.
actually a couple of days ago, her name is Loren. There is a law out called Loren's Law. Her daughter committed suicide, and she actually pushed some legislation to have teachers and staff in school to be trained on suicide prevention. So Loren had a birthday. They celebrated her birthday a couple of days ago. But if you all are interested in that, I did have 2 talks on suicide prevention. So, and no, I won't tell a story, but
And what?
no, no,
Is
no.
this
I mean,
enough? Is this enough of PJ, Paul
no,
Jr.?
no, no.
I
It's
mean Phil Jr. right here.
no, just about the suicide that
Don't do that.
Oh,
I experienced an attempt uh, in my presence. So it's a serious thing.
mm.
Do we have anything else on
Phil Jr.
Khalil?
Don't do that.
Hopefully
I
that
think
nickname gonna stick.
don't do that. Don't disrespect that man.
No,
Unless you're
you
talking
said
about.
he's the you. You said he's the you.
I said he resonated with me the most. That's what I
You
said. That's why I
said
said it.
he is the you of this season.
I said he could be.
Was I the only one that heard
Let's
that?
I said it,
What
and I
did you
stand on.
say?
I said, hold on, whoa. You'll never get me to not stand on my ground on what I said. I said it. I meant it. I think he will go far this season if he continues to present himself like that. Like I said, out of all the guys who communicated directly and honestly, who are you picking?
Crickets. Let's move on to Cisco. Cisco's a 41-year-old divisionary liaison, works for the housing authority, and has a passion to work with kids, having them work out and building their self-confidence. He's been an amateur bodybuilder in 12 years. I do like that approach of getting into working out on a consistent basis to build your confidence. A little backstory, I ended up working out due to a situation that I was in almost every single day for 2.5 years. And it does change a lot about you, your approach to life, your mindset. And when you see people that were in the gym constantly, you start to think differently about them. But I will say that bodybuilders, especially for that long, I'm always interested in hearing their backstory because I feel like there's something that's making you go to the gym, every single day. So normally there is something. Hopefully, it's not too tragic, but I would be interested to hear his backstory. All right, who wants to chime in on Cisco?
I'll double up with what you said, because for me, I started going to the gym consistently, lifting Twinkies and no, I mean, I started going, when I lost my mom, because of her having like a heart issue or whatever. It was one of the things that I wanted to make sure that, I could prevent and whatever. So that's that. But watching him, I could tell that he's very proud of his work, his gym work or whatever, right? And he seems like he got a decent personality, but I think that it's a terrible lead when you take the shirt off, because it's kind of like I need to sell myself a little bit better. And I, realistically, I think if he just, take that out of the mix, I get it. You was hot or whatever. We was hot in suits. Me and Fernando was out there. It was like 109 degrees in a 3-piece suit, and we still had the jackets on.
So
out there
I mean,
dying,
Paul,
you got,
I had a feeling this was gonna come up, right? So
yeah.
I think he is a sweater, man. And I
I
found
mean,
a frame
listen.
of him in the
Listen.
green
Todd's such a
room.
nice
Is
guy.
that a
He's
napkin
such a nice guy, man.
in his hand?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
Maybe he
saying
just
that,
does
but
sweat.
listen, I seen
You
these
all sweat.
dudes. And listen, when we was out there at our mixer, people came through their whole entire suit sweating. Like their suit looked like silk. It was shiny and everything else. I'm like, damn. You say you had to look and like, damn, did you pee on yourself? Like, what the heck? You're like, how? But it was hot.
But
So
how to pee get up there if you pee on yourself?
I mean, people were sweating
How
through
it get
their
on your chest?
backs,
Make it make sense.
and they pants. Like, it was
That's
hot.
horrible.
It was
Oh,
hot.
you know what you're doing? You're hating right now.
Nah,
You
I'm not
mad.
hating.
You mad
Nah.
because your chest and your shoulders ain't built up like that no more.
We
I know you just
clearly
went through the winter months. You went through the winter months. I know you normally like to pop that shirt off, do them push-ups, but
we clearly know who
I
clearly know who
understand.
Stacey likes.
I
No,
understand.
listen,
No, but I'm
Yeah.
just not gonna let
diesel.
y'all sit here and hate on this man.
No, I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on him
First
at
of all,
all. I'm just saying,
listen,
no, listen, this is
production
what
should
I'm
have
saying.
had some Dove spray on hand. The way
Yeah,
everybody was sweating, I'm just glad nobody's hairlines ran down the side of their face. So shout out to Philly for all the men having their real hairlines and natural stuff. I love it. Thank you guys.
either that or if they had hair illusion on deck. But
It didn't budge. But that sweat that was sopping, soaking wet, I was like, oh my gosh, give these. It was like you could tell they were uncomfortable. And Lord knows what time we go in the morning. 5,
How
6 o'clock. We there all day in the heat.
hot do you
yeah,
think it was?
nah.
Lex,
I
is it
think,
real humid in Philly?
I mean,
Because it was giving humidity, sweat.
Stop it, Stacey. You know
You know what?
I'm being serious.
To be honest with you, I don't even know where they were in Philly, where they had like the outside wedding and the goats and stuff. That's not Philly. I don't really know.
no, it's in Lancaster.
Yeah, I don't really know where they were. To be honest with you,
It was up in Lancaster in Amish country.
Yeah, I didn't recognize where they were, so there's no telling.
But y'all got. I guess y'all have what? Y'all have a body of water or something up there that makes it humid. It gets humid up there.
No, it's not that bad. But I mean, he could just be a sweater. They got there's a disease for that. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, but if you look at the other guys who did have their jackets on, the guy that had the beige shirt on under his jacket, he was soaking wet underneath, like boobage sweat.
He came down to his tank top.
Yo.
Well, he ain't have what up.
Well,
come on, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying,
we all now know who Stacey likes, because I've never seen somebody go this hard to try to produce some sweat for somebody out of nowhere.
Well, I was about to go hard for Rocky. Boo boo.
When
I was about to
asked,
go
like,
hard
yo,
for
you can see
Rocky,
he has a
but
napkin
my
in
internet went
his
out.
confessional. He's bobbing his
That
head.
was
Look at
Ty.
Yo, look, my man, look, I'm gonna keep it real.
You a
He did what he
hater.
was supposed to do.
Yeah,
And he got Stacy's attention, which clearly shows that it paid off.
it worked.
My
It
man was
worked.
like, I was in the gym every 2 seconds. My man was Incredible Hulk.
Well, I would be
Like,
lying. I would be
come on,
lying
man.
if I
I ain't mad at him.
I would be lying if I didn't admit that I did rewind it to see which brand it was, and it's a Kappa.
You see what I'm saying? My man was like
Oh,
this. I know what it's gonna take. There's some
And-
people when you go into the mixer, when you see everybody, you immediately start thinking what your plan is gonna be because you cannot just be out here getting eliminated on the first episode.
Baby, look, I don't go nowhere without my
You're
dust
thinking
spray.
about it. Everybody, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I came in last and everybody's already talking. You got to come in with something. My man was like this. I put in all this work. You gonna see these muscles if I'm going. Everybody else gonna see them. You know, clearly Stacy out here.
I was
he was
unmoved.
sweating.
I
He
was
was
unmoved
sweating
by the
so much.
muscles.
Stacey like he was sweating
Unmoved.
in his armpits. I'm like, yo, Stacey, you can't even see that man armpit. Stop playing.
I refuse to objectify that man in that manner.
I'm objecting.
And he did it twice
To-
too. That's the crazy
to
part.
be honest though, I think the shirt was a move. You know, we get a lot of backstories and stuff in the group. So they did say that he is a model, an actor, you know,
Ugh.
so he came for his shine and he got it. You know, I think he's gonna be like Clifton. I think they're gonna somebody somewhere gonna pick him up and he gonna go on to greater things. So he made his move, but he is a sweater though, so
Yo,
you know.
all right. Watch.
Yeah,
He's
but
working out
I
for the
mean,
next
but
7
see,
months.
here's
RTL New York.
here's the other thing though. You know yourself more than anybody else, so you know if it's hot as hell, you want to dress to the occasion, right? You want to put on something breathable, you know what I mean, linen, something, anything, and then or you're not gonna wear a tank top underneath your regular shirt. You're just gonna go boom. So he
Ew.
knew he had it
Well,
set up.
Yeah, that must
He
have
had it
been
set
a
up.
designer beater too. That wasn't a regular old beater. I give him credit though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bodybuilding.com.
I want to
Yeah.
give out this disclaimer. Please remember that this is Philly. Please remember that because it's so funny, right? Like the other day I was watching it and they replayed a couple of the old seasons and the quality of people have really gone down. The effort in the people have really gone down, you know? So Philly, you know, I mean, there was a picture of one of the dudes with his pants sagging. So let's not forget where they are. And it's just what it is at this point. You know, the whole thing of let me come correct or wear a suit is not really at the forefront of people's minds here.
That's true.
Yeah. Only Khalil had the blazer on, and I said he came dressed to impress, but the rest of them was like what's his name? Will had on a polo last week. Like, where you get that polo from? What?
Yeah,
That shit was
exactly.
ragged.
Yeah, well, when did they film this? What time of year?
In the summer.
And with a turtleneck?
June or July, I think, or something like that. Who had a turtleneck on?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I think Tommy dressed for. You gotta remember, Tommy professional, so he know it's coming out now. So he might be dressing for now. I don't know. I don't even know.
No, Tommy just don't know how to dress.
Don't do that.
He don't know how
Don't
to
do
dress.
that.
That's all. He needs a stylist.
Tommy dresses wonderfully, and he smells great.
You know
He's a
they
great
give
guy.
Tommy the special
But if
treatment.
he had a turtleneck on and everybody else had on summer clothes, that's kind of crazy, no?
Yeah.
Well, it was just that one. It was just that one time I saw one of the back of the guys' blazers, and is that little string? Aren't you supposed to clip that string in between the flap at the bottom, or is it just me?
Yeah.
You put them apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call any attention to it, but I feel like
on a blazer.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a rookie.
And you're supposed to snip that little.
That was his first blazer right there.
Too.
That was his first
no,
one.
y'all like him.
I mean, it's still his first blazer, whoever it is, because you can't have that little
X. He was just in a rush. He was just
you can't
in a
have
rush.
that X on the back.
There's only two people who had
he was in a rush, but I saw the X.
Go back and figure out who it was. You about to make
That's
me
a
go.
rookie
Yeah.
move.
I like those
Let's-
details. I like to look at. Like, yo, my man.
Well, you ain't catch them details, Phil. You just saw the end of the show.
I'm not
Why
checking.
you
I'm not
over
checking
here
for him. I'm
playing?
not checking for him.
Hey, listen, there were
Okay.
some people from my season that had all of the buttons buttoned up on a blazer. All right,
Who?
and I had
Name
to go
two.
tell. I ain't gonna name them, but I said, "Yo, you need to pop that last button."
It's been 2 years. Paul, it's been 2 years. Name them.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, you
Paul,
scared.
don't
Oh,
you do
you
it.
Hey,
Don't you
scared.
do it.
This sound like
I'm
the
so
Facebook group
scared.
going live.
We had a couple in our season too. A couple in our season too.
He's
Hey,
scared.
we halfway done, y'all. We halfway done.
Okay.
Let's get to Husieen. Hoping I'm saying his name right. I think you said it right, right? Husieen, the visuals manager, 6'7", former basketball player. What we got? Who wants to go first?
See, I
Stacy,
didn't
you cheesing?
I like him. I think he's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Tate,
didn't get a whole. I
Rose
didn't get
thought so too.
You know, I like anybody that look like they can pick me up.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't that big, Stacy, but all right.
So who wants to go first?
Paul is like,
That's
man.
why me and Coley see eye to eye at, girl. Thank you.
I mean,
Did he say
yeah.
6'4"? 6 what?
6'7". No, he's
6'7".
6'7". So
How tall are you, Paul?
So in Paul's terms, he's 2 inches taller than me.
I knew you was gonna hate again. Y'all, Paul can't make it.
I just said he was only 2 inches taller than me. You know what I mean? If I put on some McQueens, we the same height.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul's like, yo, we got to check to make sure.
Wait,
he's giving the
Fernando
real height.
tall too. How tall are you, Fernando?
I'm 6'1".
Oh,
But the
no,
whole
you're
cast tall, though.
a little
Like,
bit.
Yeah,
DC cast is tall. Y'all don't recognize that.
that's true.
I mean, 6'1" is only like a point guard. It's equivalent of like 5'3" to a man, to a girl.
Not
It's
really.
just like,
Don't do that. Stacy, don't do that. Come on.
5'3" though.
Hey,
You're not
who wants
5'7".
to
5'3"
talk
and I'm 6'1",
about
ain't I?
Husieen,
Rule out
man?
Stacy
Let's focus. Let's focus.
Yo, so my man had a good connection with Rose. They both was interior decorators and talked
Mhm.
about, you know what I mean? He looked at her work, looked at his work. So that was a cool little vibe they had. I say that about him.
yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like a decent guy. Like I didn't get a whole lot of, negativity from him or nothing like that. I thought he was cool, straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
I like him too. How tall is he? I might go to a watch party now.
6'7".
6'7".
I thought he was solid. Yeah, I thought he was solid. I'm wondering, was he the one who had who was questioned about his religion,
Wait, was that
or was
him?
And that was
that
Cam.
Cam?
Cam didn't
Okay,
believe in
No,
religion.
that was Cam.
Okay.
That was a fireman because I almost fell off my chair. No.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did we get to the world is flat, girl, yet? The earth is flat.
Nah, we didn't get to that
Nah,
part.
not yet.
Baby, my nerves bad. Y'all know I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, I did. So remember when we was talking about making your move, right? I did peep him interrupt the conversation with Khalil and Tate. Remember when he said, "You mind if I butt in, my brother?" Or something
Go
like
ahead,
that.
Paul. Paul, say what it is.
And normally your first instinct would be like, "Hell yeah, I mind." Or like, brother,
Who sent
like,
him to do that?
let me get 1 minute, brother. Like, let me finish this conversation. Give me
Don't do that.
2 more
So you got
minutes.
PTSD
You know
over
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, right.
But dude just gave in to him. You know what I mean? You know who did that on our season?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
call him out all the time.
What?
All the time.
Mhm.
Okay,
Corey's
go
ass
ahead.
did that.
But that was
I
like
still
on
got
my
PTSD from
season
Corey.
when they were sending Ida to keep sitting by me and interrupting me. But
Oh.
that wasn't a her thing. And she got like a bad rap for it. Like people were going ham on her and it wasn't her.
Yeah, the
Say
producer
who
sent
it
me
was
over there.
say who it was, Paul.
It was production, and like I said, I never listened to them. They gave me the little cue cards talking about say this to her. I'm like, man, shut up. And then I went on about my business, trying to set people up. They had me ask somebody talking about, what did they ask? Oh, do I bring you joy? Now, what do I look like asking somebody I don't even know that? Whatever.
So the consensus on
messy as hell.
Husieen is he's solid, right? He's
Good
solid.
Yeah, he was.
He is
He-
solid 6'7".
Yeah, he peaked Tay from the beginning.
You like 6'4", but we're not gonna say that.
Oh, you
And,
sound hurt.
yeah. So I think he's feeling either Tay and Rose right now. All right, let's move on to Rose. Rose is a hairstylist, and her goal in life is to become someone's wife one day. She makes it very clear that she needs a man. Got them short people problems, like Stacy.
Mhm.
What we
I'm
think?
gonna
Listen,
refrain from commenting.
new year, new me.
I'm refraining.
I like Rose. She's gorgeous too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I talked to my legal team.
You stay with legal on your shit. Let me
You
not say
gotta
nothing
make
else
sure before I can say what I want.
before he send me a C&D. Let me not say nothing to Phil for the rest of the
Before I
night.
say something bad. I mean, nothing bad.
Before we get off this live, his attorney gonna send me a C&D.
I'll tell y'all backstage. I'll tell y'all backstage. We ain't going. But she had good conversation too.
Yeah.
I thought she was
Fernando,
lively.
what you think?
She was lively.
What's she do for a living?
Hairstylist.
Yeah,
And
Rose is a
decorating, too,
hairstylist.
on the side. I like her. She came out being honest about her son. She had a kid when she was young. I think she was 21, but she said it helped change her. And for me, I had my daughter at 24, but it's also like I just got out of college and or I was 23. Just got out of college and it was just like time to man up. So I get it. Like having a child changes your life and it makes you just see things a little bit, you know what I mean? You take life seriously at that point. If you're not doing it already, it made me really step my game up
Yeah.
and really, you know what I mean?
I like the way
on that.
she snuck in that compliment on Cam too when he was talking to Tay. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right away.
What she said?
She said, "You cute and tall," but she kept it moving like during the initial introduction.
Right.
Yeah,
Smooth
I
with it.
peeped it. Yeah, it was quick.
That's
As a
when you
guy,
lay that egg.
you would catch it. You would catch it that as a guy. Go ahead. Anyone else want to chime in on Rose?
No, I mean, I felt like she was, cool, genuine, and like Fernando said, when she, talked about having a young, teenage or younger adolescent or young adult, rather, child and all that stuff, I felt her on that, I've been there,
And that's when she was talking to Fritz, and Fritz was like, he said that was like live, like firsthand,
right.
seeing a view of how she is as a parent. You see it right there because she already got a child already. So you already see what kind of parent she's gonna be. She all had a child together. So respect it for real.
That's true.
I did peep the point that she did introduce herself to everyone. She was really nice to everyone. Give everyone a shot.
Look at Paul trying to be Cisco.
No, I'm it's getting a little hot in here. I ain't got no tank top to change into, but
Oh, I got on Paul nerves. He about to take that shirt off. Watch.
Go ahead. I'm gonna screenshot you and put you in the group. Let me see.
If you do that, they
You got
want
something to
What's the
prove.
humidity where Paul is?
What did he say?
Like,
Call him daddy. What?
What happened?
I said,
Who
what's the
called you
humidity
daddy?
there? What's the
Oh.
what?
No, I was like, what?
So we feeling
Damn.
Rose, right?
Yo, Paul, where you at? What's the humidity where you
Let me see.
I try not to dig too deep
80
on the promos too early, but I can't help myself, and I think Rose was one of the ones who ends up getting really emotional, in the future. I believe that was her. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
All right, let's talk about Will. The
No,
Um,
Are
Shenise.
we not Will yet?
No,
Oh no, 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 no,
Shenise.
not Will. Let's talk Shanice before we get to Will coming back. Right. So Shanice is a 44-year-old residential habilitation CEO. She says she likes that PRDR look, likes that spiciness. She's a serial entrepreneur and
Hmm.
says that makes it really, really hard to meet people, and she has no time for the shenanigans.
So see, here we go with this boss woman energy, right? You can't, because she came in there, she was talking like the dudes was talking to her. I think that was the one that's talking to her, and she was like, going into her jobs and the companies and all this other stuff. Now, get it, you proud of the work that you did, but I don't really care about. I don't want to know what you do and all these other things. Just are you financially secure? Cool. Now what's up with you? And she didn't do that. And I feel like she may have done that, but they might have set it up to make it look like she didn't. But even, nevertheless, it's never a good idea to sit there and just kind of go off on your accolades, because to me, that's saying boss lady energy, and that's telling me that you don't need a man. You got this. I'm done.
Yeah,
She
I don't
definitely
think
came with her
production.
resume.
I don't want to say production set her up, but I'm not going to not say it. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
they get to pick and choose what they put in about the cast, and the way that they chopped up all the things that she was saying about herself. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the entire conversation, but it seemed like, it's gonna justify her elimination.
Yeah.
The outfit was
Right.
interesting.
What you said?
The outfit was interesting. The blue gloves and the top with the cross on it.
She had
Hmm.
that Whitney Houston.
I felt like I don't know if it was production either, but I felt like it was definitely given like what men are talking about now, masculine energy. It wasn't a very feminine conversation. And like, if I'm gonna be sitting in a room full of men, I'm gonna be talking about how I got time for y'all and not how I don't have time for you. You know
Mhm.
what I
Yeah,
mean? And
uh,
I agree that it might have been like edited, some cuts
Mhm.
with it, but it was the way it was depicted. It was a little bit too much. It was very,
Mhm.
what y'all call it, red pill, masculine.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, if you ain't got
That
time while you on the show for real, you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's like
And
you ain't got time for me. What's the point?
and it's not like, and I mean, I don't know. I just feel like a man don't have to say he a man. A CEO don't have to just like, tout how much of a CEO they are. Like to
Right.
me, maybe it's me being from the South. That's always just like a little uncouth for me. But I mean, no shade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a saying that either you want a broke man, or you want a busy man. But
that's what's the
unfortunately,
problem. I was muted. Yeah,
Mute
so I
his
she
think
ass
the
selling herself,
dude,
again.
selling
the
herself.
dude asked her what she did for a living, and she told him. And I know this is kind of frowned upon in DC, but we stop asking, "What do you do?" And you'll see
Right.
that in
Yeah.
this episode. In this episode, like 5 or 6 people, that was their introductory question. Like, "So what do you do?"
Right.
You
And
know,
that's so
I don't
weird.
mind that she gave off her resume. I don't mind it.
Of course
I'll
you
be
don't.
like, "So, how much time you got?"
No, I don't.
His
Yes.
anybody that want to take a look at Phil's resume is posted on his IMDb page as well. He made sure to put it there too.
Oh, you got
Oh
one of
Lord,
those, Phil?
nah,
Of
don't listen to
course,
Phil.
of course, of course,
That was disgusting.
of
Okay.
course.
No, I don't mind it.
Oh
I
yeah, he
think
got
that
one.
I think people get caught up sometimes in labeling women boss ladies because of the fact that they celebrate their accomplishments. I'm not gonna go there. The gloves piss me off more than her resume. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm,
Because if my man was hot that he had to take off his shirt like 5 times, in a span of 10 minutes, them gloves needed to come off expeditiously, dog. Ain't no way.
Right.
Stacey didn't ask. You notice how Stacey didn't ask nothing about her gloves and if she was sweating and nothing about that.
Because let me tell you something.
My man had to take off his shirt 5 times.
Let me tell you something.
Before her gloves, she never took off her gloves. She was cool, but I don't mind. I don't mind that she presented herself like, yo, this is who I am. This is my accomplishments. And can you handle it? Because a lot of men can't, and you weed them out ASAP. There are a lot of men that'll be like, I can't deal with a woman who has this many accomplishments, and it's good for her to put that out there.
Oh, I don't think it's about the accomplishments. There's nothing wrong with her talking about her accomplishments and stuff. I just felt like the conversation did not go to like, if we're here and we're being intentional, then let's talk about like real deep conversations and not these surface level conversations. That's my complaint about it. I'm happy that she's a successful woman. Secondly, Phil, let me tell you something about how we do things in the South, baby. It's this saying that goes. Let me tell you something. It's this saying that goes. Don't nobody know you hot but you. Don't nobody know you hot but you. So if she was hot up under them gloves, but she wasn't sweating, didn't nobody know she was hot.
Fair enough.
She did not look uncomfortable. She was not fanning. She wasn't doing
none
of that.
They knew it was hot because homeboy took his shirt off, so they knew what it was.
What was the humidity again?
Listen, don't nobody know you're hot but you. And we knew the ones that was hot because they came up out their clothes.
Look,
you know what it is? She's too cool to be hot.
I will say it. I'll say it again. And somebody just said the same thing. Fritz said the same thing about his resume. My man threw out how he was writing stuff off. I don't mind that she put it out there.
No, I didn't like Fritz just talking about that either. Like, I want y'all to have some real conversations. We 10 seasons in. Get to the nitty gritty.
Damn, Stacey.
That was me. Let's just give me the meat. Keep the potatoes and all the broccoli and all that. Give me the meat.
Yeah, we on that keto diet.
Pause.
Yo, so let me get that.
No.
Pause.
No, wow. Give me the
I
meat.
was late catching that call. My
you better edit that out.
word.
You better edit that out. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip
We
it.
We're all
live.
gonna be
I was about to say, we got edited.
catching the meat.
Like, yo, man, what?
All right.
Yo,
Where we at, y'all? Where we at? We gotta regroup again. So we made it through. We made it through the entire second half of the cast, right? I'm just trying to think of where I want to go next, right? If we want to go on the positive next, or start with the negative.
Start with the naked.
There's a negative already?
The negative. So we can either talk connections or eliminations. I think let's just get the eliminations out the way first.
So hold on, real quick. You talked about Will already? Or you did? Oh, you did him last week. You did Will last week?
I did do Will last week, but I think we could talk about Will. I think if there was one thing I could say was that I don't think Tommy was helping at all.
Thank you.
Mentioning that he was in the
first threw him under the bus
and made it through the elimination.
Exactly.
And it may have seemed like he was trying to big him up by saying all of the different stages that he'd been through. But every time I heard something, I was like, damn, like, and he's still here getting eliminated. Like, that is not helping at all.
So if I could say this to an analogy, because y'all know how I like to use my analogies. So basically, Tommy took a massive shit and wiped his ass with Will's back and said, boom. He shitted on him. I'm just saying.
Yo,
that was tough. It was tough to hear. It was tough to hear, especially it was in a group setting too. Again, and luckily for me, like my elimination was not in a group setting, so I don't even know how I would take it, Yeah. But for him to sit in front of the group twice, strangers twice, man, that's That's tough. That might have been the worst elimination we may have ever seen.
He
Oh
buried
my
it.
gosh, and I didn't see
Now,
it.
now y'all got to catch me up.
Oh,
'Cause I definitely, Stacey's right. I didn't watch the first episode. What did he
Yeah,
do on the
so
first
so
episode?
essentially
go
what
watch
happened
that.
was
I didn't watch the first episode.
at the
Right?
end of this episode, so Will was part of the very first group from last week. And he was at the bottom last week
And
as
these are
well.
it's
And it do.
two different groups of people.
It was 5 and
Um
5, Phil.
yeah, so Will's the dude right here in the middle,
Yeah, I
That's
saw.
right?
not a
I know who
cute
he is.
So
picture.
Will ended up getting eliminated last week. Tommy
That picture ain't
kind of makes it a
cute.
point, pulls him up in front of the group, and starts to have a conversation about how he was.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Let me.
Go ahead.
So what y'all don't know about Will is Will actually was on the first mixer and got eliminated on that one, and now he got
I heard that.
eliminated on this one.
Yo, hold up. Shout out to Will, man.
Like
I
he's
gotta say
still
that
like,
because now
I mean,
yeah,
he said it like that.
he did say it like that. Shout out to Will, man, because that is something that I don't think I've ever seen
No,
in any part of TV. Like you got played twice.
yeah,
But my man didn't care about it. He was just like, yo, this is not the first time I've been rejected by 5 different women. I was like, yo,
but
bro,
that
that's not the
didn't
way you
help.
want to go out.
That didn't help you.
Well,
I'd
this
rather
time
him
it
talk
wasn't 5
smoke.
different women, it was 10.
I'd rather him talk smack on the way out, like, yo, everybody before saying that.
yeah, exactly.
Like this, I've been
Man.
rejected numerous times. It's like, yo, dog, no.
Ty, oh my
after you
God,
done-
please change this picture. I can't. This ain't it. This ain't it
That
right
is
here.
it.
He
That is it.
he's giving Philadelphia poppy.
Lex ain't want to see that either. Lex was embarrassed. Please don't do that no more.
That's
Don't
good.
do that.
You saw how he had the top button unbuttoned because he was hot.
That part. See, if
He's
he'd
like
have kept
this,
that
nah.
shirt buttoned
He
up,
had
he
the
might
top
not have got eliminated.
See?
Okay,
Maybe
well,
tuck the shirt in
okay,
a little bit.
so that means when Will was like, when he said to what's that girl name? Sahara. Oh, I know you from somewhere. He was referring to the previous elimination and not out in life. Well, that would have gotten you eliminated, sir. Just staying there.
He just seemed like he was nervous. You know, I don't blame him. But whoever was approving the outfits, that wasn't it.
Yeah, exactly.
That didn't
Well,
seem-
you know, they told him, they emailed him on that specific outfit and said,
I know.
wear that one. Because you got to do
They
it
got him
head to
twice.
toe.
They
Yeah,
got
you
him
got to
both
do it.
ways, man.
You got to do it. You know, you got to do it head to toe.
I wish I can go back and change some outfits that they told me to wear. Like, nah, this ain't it. I look, my boys send me the text. Is like, yo, what is this? Where is this in your outfit? Where did this come from, bro? Like,
Exactly.
You know?
And then they tell you, switch the top. Wear that top with this thing, right? Yeah, no.
I mean, it worse. I didn't even have a haircut, so I didn't even care. I'm like, that's what you worried about, bro? You ain't worried about that.
Oh yeah, my kids still talk about that to this day, Phil.
I don't like
You ain't having a haircut. Little tink tink.
It don't matter. The personality was what it was.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I never heard you didn't have a haircut in the group, so you must have been cute enough.
Oh, look at her. Oh, Phil, there you go.
Oh, you know, to be honest with you, you know that I don't know if you guys visited the group, but they point out everything.
Yeah.
And that this group out.
That was something that I had never heard. So, you know, that's good.
Yo, Stacey, go and tell your kids that.
Phil, that group is vicious, bro. That group is vicious.
I never checked not one single social media post. I did not care to see nothing. You were gonna flame me. My boys did enough. My boys did enough. I got flamed left and right. You can't be worse than what they were saying. Yeah. And what Stacey kept telling me.
I did have some screenshots of Sahara's reaction to Will too. So I wonder how that went. And then there was another one that I didn't get to put, but you could see Sahara's reaction as Tommy was talking about Will being a part of the first group. and you could see her being quiet. So I'm not sure if they did do the same about for Sahara, but I doubt
Let
it
it
if
rip.
it even came up.
Let us see it.
Speaking of which, you got it?
No, no.
Oh.
I
No.
mean, I do. I just got to find it. So
We're
it's
sitting there
not
waiting.
coming
I'm
up
like,
clear.
I'm got the drum rolling and
You're not
everything.
prepared, bro.
No, but
I,
speaking of
I
which,
expect
since he
better.
brought her
see,
up,
see,
since
Phil.
he brought
All
her
right.
up,
I expect better from you.
this world is flat shit. Wasn't it her
When
that said that?
That was her.
Oh yeah, the
She was
flat.
dead ass. She
Yeah.
said,
It
and that's
was
it.
dead
End of the story.
ass. And he was looking like, huh?
Like the Earth. Talking about
Yeah.
the
the
round Earth.
Like
Earth?
the whole earth.
Oh, she a flat earther?
Yeah. Like
Yes.
globes are a globe for a reason. They look like that for a reason.
And dude was like, "Are you serious about that, or are you
take that
joking?"
away?
I
The
Bam.
just
only, yeah, everybody was like, what?
You
I
have the
almost fell off
muscles
the
though. Look
sofa.
at that.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
just
she
want
might
to
be.
put out a disclaimer to say that some of the things that are said from some of these people that are representing Philadelphia does not represent everybody in Philadelphia.
Oh
Bro,
boy.
Lex, you a fool, girl.
Nah, don't hate on her. She got them Angela Bassett arms. Said
Mm.
Stella got
Yeah.
the groove back arms right there.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say like the desert, but wetter. What?
Mm-mm.
So hard.
Mm-mm. But I just think we can't we gotta quit being these conspiracy theorists with everything. The world being flat has been disproved time and time and time,
Not
I
beloveds,
on,
mean,
again.
not on ready to
you
love.
know,
The only inaccuracy on the globe is that Africa is about 1,000 times bigger in real life than it's depicted as on the globe.
Preach.
So real quick,
Preach.
based on this picture, Ty, keep it there. Based on this picture, it don't look like it's that hot outside. Okay,
Hush.
continue.
He's so shady.
Come on, Paul.
I just want to say before she can turn around and say the world is flat, I need to see her passport. I need to see the stamps on her passport to show me that she has been exploring and can
Because
prove that it's flat.
what is her
Hmm.
occupation?
Child.
Man, Philly ain't even flat. What
What's
what
her
she talking about?
She was
Tyrone?
the
What's her occupation?
she was the anesthetist.
No,
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 it's a
she
she's
ne-
is a
not.
it's not the
home
anesthetist.
care agent. I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
agency
yeah, yeah.
is.
That's
She's
a
like a
the
secret
home health
agent.
agent. Yeah.
She's
What's
a
that?
what?
I
Home
believe
health
she.
agent. The home health agents though, they be getting it
Yeah.
right. They make sure
Wait, a
they make
what?
sure you
Wait a
got.
minute. A
It's a home
what?
health agent.
if you
I
heard,
bigged
you
her
just
up
saw
last
it.
time because if it is what I think it is, then the home health agents kind of help people prior to the hospice,
Yeah,
prior to getting to
Oh.
hospice.
they make sure you ain't got no like you washing up and you ain't
Yeah,
got no stuff on
yeah,
you.
So she's an
Oh.
Um,
aide. So you mean she's an aide? She's a home health aide,
Like
right?
agent, like call center agent, like
No,
when you take the
no,
applications,
like
that kind of
no,
Nah,
agent.
they
I'm Googling.
getting up in your crib and taking care of you. Like
home
yo,
health care
turn over
agent.
and let me
Oh, they
wash your
sell
back type
home
thing. Yeah,
CNA.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yes. So basically, they put agent on there so it doesn't sound bad.
Oh
Mm.
no, it's just for just home care for seniors. Just that's
I'm not hating
Yeah.
on anything. I'm just trying to understand what career it is where you think the
They-
world is flat.
Well, she only be
So
in home, so she ain't been
if
outside,
you
so
think
she
a
don't know.
billionaire is gonna help you save you taxes. I mean, it's a lot of.
Um,
I
I
just need
mean,
to see the passport.
I mean, I just thought we were past that in life. I did not know we were regressing to that point.
nah, it might be
mhm.
And I
flat.
thought she was cute and funny and everything. And then that one little conversation, I said, "Girl, what?"
I'm gonna
You
put my
thought she was
tinfoil
cute?
hat on.
Yeah, I think she's cute. She got a nice body.
Who's
Her
that?
braids are beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Sahara.
You know what I
Talking
mean?
about
Oh,
Sahara.
She's a nice little shape on her. I think that men
so
would find her attractive.
okay. So let's ask the men. Y'all would date her?
I mean,
Wait, what?
But
Wait.
where y'all went? If she
Like,
did say
gotta
the
go
earth
take
was
care of my home
flat,
care stuff.
This
Wait,
is what I
why they
Yeah,
this
I
trying
is
don't
to
have
kill us
anything
both?
negative to say about it.
this is what I say to that question.
what are you?
I don't date women. You know what I mean? I just go out with them. That's it.
So that
What?
means
He
you would
definitely
go out with her
delivers too.
then.
You deliver too, right? Paul?
Go out. This man's Nick Cannon over here.
I
Like,
just
yo,
go
I
out.
just go out with him. It's like, what?
So you would go out with her then, Paul.
I mean, I don't really go out with women. I date them.
Paul gonna take it
Now
to the
you
library.
just switched it up, Paul.
Did I?
playing
Oh,
games.
which one was it? What did I say at first?
I don't date them. I just go out with them. But now you talking about now you flipping it up.
No.
At
I
least be
mean,
consistent
no.
in your
Listen,
bullshit.
if I
Nah, put the picture back.
if I was her age,
You
I
would hit
How
it.
old is she?
I might hang out with her.
How old is she?
Todd, put the picture back
She's
up.
like she's 30.
That ain't ever stopped you before.
I mean,
And I
I know, but
Dun, dun,
I've gotten older, and I see myself differently now. So,
Take
you know.
break.
Now, Paul. Now you know you smell too good to be limiting yourself like that.
She's not a bad looking girl.
Thank you.
And I think she's gonna find her guy there. You know,
Well,
no
let's
shade to
pray
her.
they don't ever hop in a boat. Let's pray they don't go on a cruise because they're gonna
Somebody
fall
asked
right
who's
on
popping
off
the
the map.
balloon. Who's
I
popping the
think the guy
balloon?
was Will.
April
Yeah, I
asked who's
mean,
popping the balloon.
I go off the reactions of the people that are on the set, and who was it? Cam?
He was in disbelief.
Cam shot the shot, so he's somebody seeing something they like.
But you can't
You know
go
what
off of that.
though? Let me say this. I'll say
can
this.
just- Good.
I'll say this about her.
Karina.
Initially, when she first came on the scene, she knew what it was. She knew that she didn't bring her, best foot forward. And then she was like, okay, I'm gonna get it right. Came back, polished up, new round of guys, and people's like, okay, we're gonna rock with you. So
I'll give
That
her
was
that. She
did.
wasn't Will. She wasn't Will, so I'll give her that. She did
yeah.
what she needed
Yeah.
to do to stay around. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give her that.
I mean, that's not a good picture. That's not a good picture, Ty.
Okay. Let's talk about the other elimination. So what do we have? Was it Coley and Shenise again? And it ended up being Coley at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy, with the curveballs, threw her an ultimatum, asked her what are her thoughts on staying. I probably wouldn't have phrased it the way she phrased it to Tommy, but sometimes you just got to be concise with your words.
I love it. She was like, fuck out of here.
What she said?
She
That
said, "Don't waste." Tommy asked her if she would like to have a second opportunity, like Will did, and she said, "Don't waste my fucking time."
Yeah.
I'd like
And
a second opportunity.
and yeah, and if you look at her posture is saying, fuck out of here. Like, how dare you put me in this position, you peasants?
Yawn.
Correct. Give me a timeline, right? Was she eliminated after Will?
Yeah.
So yeah, if Tommy did that to Will, I wouldn't want that same speech done to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
would say no to you, crazy. Tommy did something like that.
Mhm.
I respect her.
And
Yeah.
she said, no, thanks, but no thanks. You can keep this.
Yeah, because why would you?
I'll do better. I'm better in the real world anyway.
Yeah.
I know that's
But
right.
they switched her
But
switched her
then,
tone up though when they said the
yeah,
other guys out there. She's like, oh
I
well, shit,
mentioned,
I'll stay around then.
but they
Should have
didn't
led with that
say,
part.
he could have said it's 4 other guys. He didn't say it's 4 other guys. He said it's 8 other singles. So it sounds a lot better
Mm-hmm.
than what it
That's true.
is.
We know
Half
what
of
that
those
meant.
people are women.
That was probably voiceover because he probably said guys, and they came back and said singles on top of that.
But he said
Mhm.
it's 8 more singles. Do you want to? What
Right.
is that?
And she was like, oh, well, since you put it that way, well, then what the hell? Yeah, I'm hanging in here.
Let's see what
I
they
find
hitting
it to
for.
be I find it
Oh,
to
I
be
wish we
unfair
would
that
have
we
had
didn't
some
get that
curveballs
opportunity.
like that. Well, not
Yeah.
really.
I
Not
find it
thinking.
unfair that we didn't get that opportunity.
I would say I wish I stayed a little longer because the one that came on after was a lot better. The ones I had on day one, I was like, nah, I'm good, Jack.
Well, I was
Yeah.
waiting for some more men to come out the back, and they never came. I'm still waiting for them to show up in Houston somewhere, and they still ain't here.
Yeah.
All right. So those are all our thoughts on Coley and her
Yeah, I mean,
elimination
I
and her
think,
response to the elimination.
So did
yeah, I
she stay or
feel
did she go?
she
She
She's
stayed.
stayed.
staying. She's
Lacey
staying.
Oh,
ain't watched the episode.
still watch the end
She's staying.
because Ty, what did I tell you? I had to rush and try to watch the episode, but my Philo app, it got commercials, so I couldn't get through it like I normally get through it.
You know how you avoid the commercials?
Hmm.
You save the episode and then you can just fast forward the commercials.
hmm
So
Smart
save the
man.
season.
Well, I
Yeah.
just downloaded the app to see the
To get the
season
7-day
today.
trial.
Yo,
I
so
got
you
you.
gotta pay for the Prime application.
No, whoop,
You gotta
whoop,
upgrade your
whoop.
service.
I don't need no 7-day free trial,
You gotta get
Paul.
past that.
Don't make me
Can't
bring
do
out
that
my
next
Pay
week.
your bills.
accolades.
Can't
You
do
Give
gotta
me
that next
upgrade,
week.
baby.
accolades too. I don't need a
Hey,
7-day free
You
trial.
gotta write that off.
Men need
hold
to
on.
come
What?
with a 7-day free trial.
Oh, damn.
Hell,
Where's my? I ain't even got my Centurion card, man. Don't make me drop that thing out here.
that's it. I'm gonna write
So
this off. After 7 days, I'm writing it off.
Yeah,
Business
nah, I
so
feel you.
purposes.
real quick, I wanted to talk connections real quick. Did y'all see any connections from this episode?
I'll say Rose and Husieen, and then Khalil and Rocky. Those 4.
Yeah, the designers together.
hmm
And the tattoo people.
Yeah, and then it was I felt like
So
who
real
was
quick,
Tay feeling? Tay was feeling somebody.
But Fritz,
Was it
Yeah, I think
Fritz?
Fritz and Tay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tay feeling everybody. Everybody
I
feeling
think
Tay.
Tay and what's that dude's name?
Cisco, she got the hug. He got the hug on day one.
mhm.
Nah, Cisco gonna burn out. No offense,
Which one is
Cisco. If you
Cisco?
watching, you gonna
No,
burn out.
Cisco. Don't do
took the
that.
shirt off, dude.
Cisco.
Oh, that's his name. He don't look like a Cisco. I thought
His
Cisco.
name.
I
well, I
thought
think
his
it's I
name
think it's
in my
Francisco.
brain. Oh, in my brain, his name was Rodney.
No, he's
Cisco.
Dominican. I think he's Dominican or something like
Stacey
that.
done had a
Mhm.
fantasy about that man and changed his whole ass name.
We like a
you know,
big Rodney. Everybody need a
Named that
Rodney.
man Rodney.
Once in their lives. Every girl need a Rodney in their life.
Rodney's the maintenance man.
Rodney know how to change
Cisco
that
gives
tire,
me-
baby.
Right.
Cisco gives me a mix of Cornelius and Corey from my season. You're gonna do the
Who?
gimmicks and he's gonna burn out.
Oh,
Who?
yeah.
Keep taking his shirt off. It's gonna be one too many times.
No,
gonna
that's
be
just
like,
you
yo,
hating.
At one
That ain't a
point
gimmick.
in time, the women just gonna be like, "All right, bro, we know what it is."
Y'all men,
Yeah.
y'all can't let that shirt go, huh? Y'all can't let his shoulders go. Y'all real
I'm
bitter.
sorry.
Y'all looking like some
That
little
sounded
bitter
wild. That sounded wild.
roosters.
I rebuke thee.
I
Yeah,
don't know
bitter
about
cattle over here.
I don't
Really
know.
that at all.
I'm just saying,
One-
it just seems like
Well, I'm gonna
it
just say
seems
3
like
because
at
I
some
know.
point.
I'm sorry.
No, I just said it seems like at some point, if he doesn't go past that, if he takes his shirt off every episode, bro, like I'm about to text Anthony right now, like, yo, hold up, like, nah, come on,
It's too late for that. They filmed this
No,
15
no.
years ago.
yeah. So what?
They can hurry up
Go
and do
back and edit
something.
the ending.
I mean,
exactly.
I think Sean stepped on the scene with no shirt for us,
Who
right?
is-
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
No,
Sean.
we
Yeah,
was
at
at
the
the
pool
pool.
party.
We was
At the pool
The
party.
journalist,
Yeah.
Sean.
Don't do that, Stacey. Don't you?
I'm
Don't you?
I'm
Hey,
being,
he's good.
I'm
He good
not.
peoples.
You did.
He good
That's what
peoples.
we're, wait, pause. That's what we talking about?
We talk about no shirts on set. That's what we was talking about.
I don't remember who. I'm having a problem matching the name with a face.
Sean is the
Jay,
Don't worry
curveball.
about it.
Jay
Sean was
Sean.
the
Yeah, he was the
curveball that
curveball.
pulled up at the
Chocolate,
pool party.
Dark
Yeah,
skin, yo.
Dark
yeah.
but
skin.
we've
Shut up
done
and
shows
finish.
with him before.
Yes,
Oh, I love him. I love him.
exactly. All right, let's talk about let's
You
talk
see?
about
See, Lex knew what it was. Lex knew what it was. I'm saying,
so
Stacey knows what she's doing.
No, I'm
we
here because I got my camera to look like y'all stuff.
Oh, you
so
excited?
And I've been trying to come up on here.
we're
Like
gonna
y'all all up in the camera. My
combine the
iPad
next
tripping.
phases, Stacy.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I want to talk about your thoughts on next week, but then I also want to hear your advice for the cast as well. So I do have some images for next week. Um, so here's one. The first group gets to meet the second group, and then I have another one where clearly they're in the ladies' lounge. So a couple things I want to hear from each person. I want to hear your thoughts on the first two episodes so far, your
Mhm.
thoughts on next week, the advice for the cast, and which one of the men you think are going to get eliminated next. Also, in the comments, I want to hear what you all have to say too. Go ahead. Who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go first, but can I get you to go back to that one slot, the one image? Yeah, that one. Just keep it there while I talk through this stuff.
You hating
Um,
too. I already knew you was gonna do that.
I am not. I am not hating. But I do got to call out the fact that I'm looking at Tommy's outfit, and he got those Steve Harvey pants on, right? He gotta you gotta get them tailored up, bro. But let's get back to the meat. Episodes 1 and 2. I feel like episodes 1 and 2, they number 1 did what it was supposed to do. Number 2 did exactly what it was supposed to do. The guys out there, I feel like they're holding out. Now, what you guys saw was you saw people what you think are connections, and I think that this is what they want you to see, production. But I don't think there's no connections yet. I feel like everybody's on reservation, like, yo, I need to see what's up with these other people coming in. I'm not trying to lock in too good. So I think when the whole cast gets together, you're gonna see a mashup. And that's when you're gonna start to see where the drama, there's gonna be probably one or two pieces of drama that come out of this brunch. I think that in terms of who's going to get eliminated, it might be sorry to say, but Stacy, it might be 6-7 that goes, right?
Might be who?
Because 6-7, because Tommy always has a problem with the tall dudes on the set, but and he don't want to look at him too long, so he might go. But as far as the cast, my advice to them is hang in there. It's going to be every week is going to be pins and needles. It's going to be a rough ride because you don't know what the hell they're going to make you say or what they're going to make you do in every episode. So, put your boots on, strap them up, tighten them up, and just get on for the ride. Done. Stacy B.
Okay,
Lex, if you're
so
talking, I think you're muted.
let me mute.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Lex. I think you were muted. My bad.
Sorry, yeah, she has like a pocketbook in her hand, right? That's what I was zooming in to see. But that's the first time I've ever seen anybody with a pocketbook, a phone, or anything. Like usually you can't have stuff, right? I never seen a pocketbook before. Am I tripping?
No,
She
you're
don't.
correct.
No, you're right.
When the episode first started, I think it was Rocky or somebody that came in with a phone with their clutch as well. I was like,
I told you they
yeah,
picked her
and
up
this
off the street.
They normally ask us to leave all our stuff in the car. Like we can't come in there with nothing.
Right. Okay. It just caught my attention. I'm like, damn. I was actually looking at the two pigtails on old girl, but then I seen the pocketbook. I'm like, wait a minute. But okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Well,
If that's
No, they
Coley, she
look.
look
They
pretty tall
look.
in
They
that picture
look.
too.
Some of them look better in this picture than what they came off as in that last episode.
well,
right.
I'll go and say my part. Really and truly, I'm disappointed with Philadelphia. I'm highly disappointed. I barely watch it. You know, I watch it for the sake of the group, to be honest, just so I can have an idea. But I'm disappointed. You know, even with and I did miss this because I was out the country, but the first one where they had them in the grass with the goats and stuff like that, like I don't even know what part of Philly that is. You know, I think the wedding was a cool thing, but even outside, like it's just all wrong to me. But you know, I wish him luck, and I hope it hurry up and be over. I don't see anything, you know. And again, I do get some back notes like who's acting, who are somebody live with their baby mama already, you know, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just over it, to be honest with you. I don't know if that was a spoiler, so I don't know. Sorry, but
No. I love
Nah, that's cool.
spoilers.
That look about right.
you know, and you know, one thing that I was kind of upset about too, like they all did single watch parties. So that right there, you telling us that you're not with anybody because everybody doing their own watch party.
But
And
nobody
they
gets
and they
along.
charge
Huh?
and they charging.
Yeah, well, yeah, the guys had one on Valentine's Day. They charged for that. Yeah, there was a couple people that did charge, yes. So there was like 3 or 4 guys that did one together for Valentine's Day. Then the week before that, everybody had a singular one. You know, every girl had one, every guy had one, which is so crazy to me. Like that just blew my mind. But yeah, even in the charge, oh my god. Like, how you gonna come out basically you season 11, but they calling it 10, but okay.
Right.
So you season 10 and you don't even look back to see what other people did before you so you could have a better run at it. You gonna be the episode that come out and you charging for a watch party? Like get your numbers up first, I guess, but that's just me. So, you know.
So that tells me then that this is going to be a crazy ass reunion.
Oh yeah.
I can see that.
It's
Hmm.
gonna have to be because these first 2 episodes, I'm kind of disappointed because, like I said, n- no one, nothing seems to be coming from a place of intention. It's not like it's like oh, I'm here to date. You know what I mean? Like it's very weird to me. So I don't even know who gonna make it next week because if the Earth is flat, make it next week, then we all know it ain't even about substance.
If somebody pick her with them pigtails, we already know.
Is that
'Cause,
the Earth is flat
yep.
with them?
And them heels.
Oh Lord.
Well, I think she may make it all the way to the mansion if I recall.
Yeah, they said they keep her around because she you know, I don't know what they call it, the excitement or the laughs or whatever. She something.
She probably provocative because she just be saying stuff.
She gets people
Oh
going.
boy,
Something to talk about.
We had one of those too.
It's not gonna be
One of
because of
those too.
laughs. It's gonna be because of drama. You know how I go.
Right, right.
Who wants to
Mhm.
go next?
I'll say I think it's a calm before the storm. So I think the first 2 episodes were kind of dry, you know what I mean, kind of boring for real. But I think it's gonna start heating up once all the cast members get together, start seeing their personality, start mending for real, and then you kind of want to see things start, getting a little crazy.
It's
Um,
11 episodes.
I don't know yet. I didn't look
I,
at the future ones. Matter of fact, I don't even think they listed all the future episodes.
mm-mm.
Or the dudes, the people sitting down from the first episode.
It looked like
Right.
I think next episode, even Naeem going home because he got all them baby mothers and kids.
or no judging, just people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the boy Wayne from the first episode, because Wayne, he had the locks. He was said he was a mama's boy or something, and he just was a little different. So I don't think he's gonna last long the way he was moving.
That's a good point, Fernando. We did bring that up um,
Last week.
last week, not knocking it, right? But Lex and Stacy in this environment, and it is sort of a competition, especially if you're there genuinely to find your person. How would you all feel if production put a guy with 5 kids as an option?
No, they do that on purpose.
And don't forget 3 baby mothers, y'all. Got to add 3 baby
Well,
mothers.
I guess
They do that on purpose.
that would tell you that he can't miss.
Because I was about to say, didn't the guy on Dallas, didn't he have several kids, like 4 or
Brandon,
5?
it was
But he was
Brandon. I
married
think
though.
Brandon had
But it
Married
was with
twice.
his wife, with his one ex-wife, though.
Facts.
I think that the pickings were slim, and Naeem, I think that's his name, Naeem. I think he's a face boy. Face boy meaning that he's good looking. And I think that if in a normal environment beside the TV show, he's still bagging or still, what's the word? He's still getting girls. So they probably was like, why not? Let's see where it go.
Yeah, I think we pretty much had the same consensus,
But
if you
he
could,
is going to be the first one eliminated because he already doing interviews. So
Oh wow!
okay. Well,
Well,
He
Stacy,
wasn't Will though.
what do you think
Give him
about
that.
that,
He wasn't Will.
Stacy?
Golly, wow.
y'all
Golly.
gotta join the group.
That ruined the
Whoa.
show. I ain't talking interviews already.
No.
Too early.
I can't. I'm like locked out
I'm
of
about to join
Facebook
this
right now.
group. I'm about to join this group.
I'm probably already a member of the group, but I'm locked out of Facebook. I gotta go
We
log
got
on from a desktop.
Stacey
so
What's the
Instagram.
official name of the
we
group?
had PO. Fernando, was you finished on your
Yeah, I'm
thoughts
good.
on
You
the
got it.
current? Okay,
Yeah. Ain't nothing to talk about in the damn show.
yeah. And
I know, and I'm
Phil,
sick of this picture.
you want to go
Shit.
next?
What was the question again? We
So
veered
what's
off
your
a little.
thoughts on the 2 episodes? Who you think is going to get eliminated next week, and your advice for the cast?
Well, I watched one episode. This episode, I mean, it's funny how they cut everything, so it's all over the place. You can't really get a feel of what's going on with who. As far as connections, I don't read nothing into it right now. In terms of personality, I think Tay's going to end up with somebody, or has the best shot to end up with somebody. And then, what do you call it? Hold on a second. And then,
Oh shit now.
yeah, that's cool. And then I think, who was it? Was it Khalil? Who did I say was gonna be the
We
I
were
me of
think
trying
it
to
this
was
season?
figure out
Khalil.
who
I think
that
it
who
was
that
Khalil.
lady voice in the background was.
First,
I
Don't
think
say
it
it
was
was
Khalil.
Alexa.
I was a child. Yeah,
Don't say it was Alexa, baby. Now you're trying to say it's a child.
Let's
I never
focus,
said
but
it was Alexa.
let's
Ever.
focus.
Give me some tea.
What do you call it? Was it Khalil? Was it? Hold on, I gotta look at
I
these
think it was
It was
things.
Khalil
Khalil.
with the
It was
braids,
Khalil.
right?
Khalil. I like Khalil.
I didn't understand that.
That was Alexa. There you go. I think those two are probably the most compatible in terms of personality, of how they interacted with people. I just know that Stacey's person is going to be gone pretty soon. So he's not going next, clearly, because somebody else is. Because Lex already told us that that's not the person. But he's probably gone. Stacey, I'm sorry. You better get all your screenshots in now. If it continues the same way. That and who's the entrepreneur that was writing everything off?
The boy
Shenise?
Fritz. The
No,
little
Fritz.
name right there.
Fritz, yeah.
I'm only saying Fritz because of that picture Ty had up. I didn't like that outfit.
Hey.
It gave me a vibe of I'm trying to be this specific baller type person, right? It just had that feel. Just looking at it, I don't know the man for nothing. I'm not gonna comment on him, but the outfit just gave me. I'm a little stuck up and like, what's the violence button I wanted to use? What's the word? Like, he's the prize. I don't know why that outfit just gave me like, I'm way above all of you.
It's
And
the
I will write you
hairstyle,
all
man.
off. I will write you all off on this right when I get off of this show.
Oh, you
Like, look at the,
bothered.
I'm
I
not
ain't never
bothered. I'm just
seen
saying
Phil
what
this annoyed.
what? I'm just giving you what the real. All right, fine. He's a great man. He's gonna make it to the end. He's gonna find his queen. You know, him and Rose are gonna go off into the sunset. Like, no, I'm giving you the real. That's what the outfit gave me. It gave me like it just had that look. It was like a weird lime green for Philly. That's not even a Philly color, but we're just gonna rock with it. I'm not even from Philly. I'm from New York, but it's close enough. We know what that looks like. It just gave. They're dressing like they're in Miami and Philly, and it's weird. It is a weird vibe. They are all dressing like they live in a different part of the state. Well, not even the state, because I don't know where else in Pennsylvania you dressing like that. So I'm just
You
giving you my
finished or are
take.
you done?
I don't know. You don't be salty because your little bodybuilder's going. Yeah, go get your man, Stella.
It's okay. There's plenty more where he came from.
Woo, not in Houston.
Oh, there's plenty of the big ones here.
For me, just to back up what Phil said, he didn't get me stuck up, but he did give me like that, like he was trying to get that money vibe.
Yeah.
Like him, it was a couple of people from past seasons that came off like that too. That dude named Andre, they had that little curl in the front of his hair. You know, it's like a little,
Oh,
I ain't gonna say arrogance, but arrogance to me isn't a bad trait. So, you know, but it is like a little vibe that you give off. But you know, yeah. But I think the girls liked him. They saw something. So
I mean,
well,
he could be cool.
the whole vibe I'm getting is very gamey right now. Maybe we can get into Ready to Love in episode 3 or 4, but it's very much so like gamey. Like I'm gonna play the game. I'm picking who picked me. I'm here to look acceptable to be chose. And we're not gonna really have real conversations so we don't get eliminated the first 2 episodes. That's what it's given.
Yeah, like I'm always interested to see what direction the show really wants to go in. You know, do they want to be genuine and actually find couples, or is it truly entertainment? And I feel like they tell half the people it's entertainment and the other half is genuine. Another thing I'm always interested in seeing is how everyone reacts after their first meeting, after their first 2 days, once they go home and regroup. You know, they assess, the entire situation. Maybe they're taking notes. I know I had to take notes. And seeing how they move the next time. The other thing is, like, I'm wondering how many people watched previous episodes. Like, I'm pretty sure they stepped on scene, did the math, and was like, there's only, a few people here. There's going to be more coming. So why don't I just do enough to make it to the next round, and then I get to see the real. Also, they don't know how many curveballs is coming or anything. So I do wish them the best. That would be my advice. Try not to look at
Stay
the
off social media.
comments because they can be a little, a little harsh. I know there's one particular one on me. Lex had like 400 something comments about me being crazy, but it's cool. Um, we're gonna talk about that
Nah.
in a
Yo,
second. No, it's
remember when
cool.
before we even debuted, they had that one picture somebody sent us about like I was some big fat bald person.
Well, they gave us all
Remember that?
beards, and
From that
the
first.
memes was crazy in the
That's how I
group,
was like, yo. Ever since
especially
then, I was like, yo, I'm not looking
especially
at
for
nothing.
us. Like
I don't
Yeah,
want to see.
yeah,
they said,
they
we
did y'all
had one
bad.
dynamic. They said they picked all dudes in DC that had a beard. You allowed to be on the show.
Nah,
It's
dog.
they
They
went to
picked all the
park.
ball. They
They
picked
went to
all the
park.
ball
Got the first
dudes.
sitting in the seat in
They
park.
picked all the ball dudes because it got close to the end.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there looking around. There was nothing but ball motherfuckers on.
yeah. I wish the cast the best though. Good luck. If there was anything, I always say this, right? So people always chase that light, chase that shine, but just remember, the more light you get, the more, people get to see you. So hopefully, that light is good. And in the end, I hope you get some growth and you learn something from this experience. But kudos to you all for putting yourselves out there, because it's gonna get crazy. So I want Lex to talk about a group though before we forget.
Yeah, Lex,
So
I
let's
need
do
to
the
join you.
sign offs. Lex, you can go first. Let us know what you got going on, and then also tell us about the group.
Oh, well, real quick, I just want to add something that you touched on. If
Mhm.
cast members were to watch a previous season or the previous seasons before, you think it would make it easier for them?
So I didn't watch. My sister
I didn't watch.
watched. The only thing my sister told me was don't get caught on that couch lying.
Okay.
So that was the
I didn't
only
watch.
advice she gave me.
What'd you say, Phil?
I said I haven't watched the show. This is like literally the second episode of this show I've watched.
Ever.
And I
Yeah.
think it's better when you go through it not knowing what's going on. So it's a new experience. So you gotta be yourself. It's
Okay.
hard to try to. One of the reasons why I didn't want to watch it was because I didn't want to like try to copy somebody else or take a line and get caught out there like, oh look who he's trying to be like. Like
Mm,
every day was something new. It was a whole experience that just like, yo, what the hell am I doing here?
I,
okay.
I actually like the challenge. I
It was
actually
really
kind of
like, yo, what
like
am
the
I doing
challenge
here right now?
of not knowing,
This ain't even
and
me. What
just
am I doing?
being
They
genuine.
got me
You either
wearing
gonna,
stuff from Zara every day. Like, what's
yeah,
going on?
you either gonna like me or you're not. So I actually liked not knowing, you know.
Okay. What about you, Stacy?
Well, I think that they should. I don't know why people, and I'm not saying this about Phil because I know he really did not watch it. One, to the cast members, don't worry about what nobody say. I know I can be a little bit critical, but I like mine is like lightweight critical because I actually hush because I be liking everybody. I have to find things to criticize anyway, but I feel like you should watch it and stop acting like you're above watching a season before. Like, how do you get into something and you have no idea what you're getting into? Like little things like wardrobe, like how okay, there was one season where everybody like several ladies' makeup. It wasn't doing well with the lighting. So it's like
Mhm.
little things like that. If you would have watched enough previously, or if you would have reached out to the network of people who are here to support you that's been there before, then you would have known a lot of people would give you tips. I'm
Right.
telling you, a lot of people, whenever we get DMs or whatever from a potential castmate or an upcoming castmate or even a previous one, we're very like open and welcoming to them. We ain't funny
Mhm.
acting. It's hard for us to reach out unless you're a friend of ours because we don't know who's on the show half the time. So it's not us being cocky. We really don't know unless we like, you're one of our people that we referred, you know what I mean? To the casting director. So I just feel like, as far as like, even like how to have a conversation, if you see some of the things that were said before, like not verbatim, but how a conversation was held, you would know how to better carry a conversation when it's your turn. So I mean, and maybe it's because I'm a Virgo, so I'm like really like anal about that kind of stuff. Like I don't like to make a lot of mistakes. So that might just be it. I'm more studious than most people, but I'm always curious as to why y'all feel like, not like y'all, but some people feel like it's a bad thing to have watched a previous season.
I'll say
Okay.
I did binge watch, especially, before me was DC. So I watched that season, I watched a couple past seasons. And so it gave me an idea of what to expect, especially with like the women. That was random. Like with the women, and I had an idea what I thought I would see. So when I got there to my episode, I was pretty disappointed. Like I had people like Stormy back in the day, people like Vernice, because they had women on there, you know what I'm saying? So get to my season, had these like little skinny people. I was like, damn, like I was a little disappointed. But on the other side, regarding the reunion, I was in a group, the Facebook group, and was dragging them on a DC reunion for what the people had on. So I was like, when I did my reunion, I said, I'm getting me a blazer. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? Just get me in there. Ain't gonna be no problems. And they ain't talk about me. So I was like, bet. So I did learn from the previous seasons on and what to put on. So
Nice. All right.
I'm
Well,
saying I wasn't the best dress. I mean, I wasn't coming out there sparkling and dazzling, but I damn sure didn't get talked about for none of my outfits. You know,
Lex,
I came, I slid in and I slid on out, baby.
Did you officially get to talk about the group?
no, I'm not even
Okay,
gonna
go.
really plug the group that much. It's just a Facebook group. When you see the numbers, you know which one it is. I just want to thank you
Flex.
guys for the
That's
opportunity
the flex.
and coming out and mingling with you guys and not having any hard feelings towards anything you might have heard in the group or saw in the group. You know, I didn't create it for people to attack the cast. It wasn't created for that. It was just to talk about the show, you know, and I don't know, it just kind of went left on its own, you know, but I still try to support you guys 100%. Anytime I see you doing businesses or whatever the case may be, I still put it in there, you know. So, you know, just thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. That group is hard to be in, but you know, I'm a trooper. I go up in there, boots to the ground. I don't give
go in there.
zero. I give
Well,
0 Fs.
it always helps if you have a shirtless picture. Like once I put you in there shirtless, you a favorite to the room. So send me a shirtless pic. You too, Phil, because you always be hiding. You know what I mean? You know, Ty, we heard about you, Ty. We're not gonna talk about Ty.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see
But
that.
yeah.
Baby, Ty got a pleasure box right next to him.
Nah, y'all don't want to know.
What's going on, Ty? What we missed?
No. It was 1 split second from a reel when I was in Houston.
At a
Yeah,
party, I believe it was. No?
it's when we all got together in Houston.
Yo, Houston
What
was a
party
good trip.
was it?
Somebody screenshot. Yeah, somebody took a screenshot of 1 split second of me. You gotta go see it.
Was you jumping on couches?
I'm gonna have to go and try to. I gotta go try to unlock my Facebook. I gotta try to unlock my Facebook account so I can go look.
Yeah.
But
You know.
I mean, y'all ain't look.
I was telling Coach that we need to go back to Houston.
No, I'm
severely
serious. It's like,
criticized on that one.
no,
ready?
like you
When y'all
can't
ready,
slip
let
up
me know.
around the group. You can't slip up because you just gonna be posted.
No, it depends who
That's
you
why
with.
you gotta stay outside the cameras.
Yeah, right. Because you know.
It's all good. It's all love.
So
but them shirtless pics do help. But what you say?
No, go ahead.
That's it for me. I'm good. Thank you.
I'm gonna send y'all. I'm gonna put a shirtless pic in there when I get my rib cage up.
Yeah, I want to make sure that
you didn't have
everyone
your
does their
regular
official closeouts.
You don't have
It's
your
been 2
regular
hours.
sandwich today, Paul.
I'm just gonna post my height as my picture.
You're looking kind of scrawny over there. You and Fernando over there looking kind of small.
Damn.
I'm just moving this up. I'm just moving this around. I think let's just close out.
You look like you looking like.
I'm about to mute Stacy.
Over here.
Stacy, you up?
Okay.
For your closing remarks.
We didn't get called scrawny.
And then we're gonna go to Fernando, Phil, Paul, and then I'll close out in that order. Thank you, Lex, so much for being here. I know it's the first one with us. We'd love to have you again. We don't take anything to heart. It's all love, especially from us. We don't know y'all personally. You know what I mean? So we're just talking about what we see on the show, you know, and any advice that we could give. But we're always here to help you at any point. Go ahead, Stacy.
Yeah, I mean, we all done got a case of the bad edits. Shut up, Phil. Yes, you have. Anyway,
No.
yeah, well, y'all know where to find me, Stacy_B with 3 E's on Instagram. You know, I got to keep it simple. I don't be popping around everywhere, and these kids keep me busy. But yeah, Ty, it's been too long. Happy to be back. Glad to see my brethren. Y'all know y'all miss y'all homegirl who y'all pick on all the time.
Yeah, and
So
I think we might have took last season off too. So it does feel like it's been longer than
yeah,
normal. Yeah.
yeah, because there was not a last season.
Well,
Yeah.
Fort Worth. I personally took Fort Worth off.
It was a Fort Worth season.
Don't
Dallas.
do that.
Oh,
Relax.
I wasn't here for that either. Was I
Nah.
here for that? I
Um,
don't even know. I don't remember.
we did
It was
go
a,
to support though. We went to support. We went to the premiere, right?
oh, I stood y'all up, huh?
Nah, I
I had
wasn't
to go
feeling it.
home. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I was supposed to meet y'all up there, but I had to go. What happened, Phil? I
Yeah,
For the
had
we
to go
used to
home,
premiere.
you.
right?
We used to that. We used to that, Stacy, just like Jamaica. But it's cool. Fernando.
Ooh. Yo, I'm gonna say, wonder, yo, first time I ever seen Stacey on live, yo, they was like, you know, the guy Fernando on Potomac, and Stacey was like, Fernando, who's that? I was like, I never liked that girl. I ain't never liked that girl. But it's all Gucci. That's my folks, and that's my folks.
Now he
Um,
loved me.
yeah, yeah. But uh, in regards to myself, you know, Fernando, as you see it, try being savage. You know, it's not a bad thing. Just try being yourself, try enjoying life, try being who you are. On my page, I'm traveling. I'm always out. Next week, I'm in Hawaii celebrating my birthday a little late. But tune in, come see the world with me, and keep supporting the show, you know, and keep watching. And thank you, Tyrone, for letting me be on the panel. And good to see my folks again. I ain't seen y'all in a little minute, so good seeing y'all folks. Appreciate it.
Phil.
Phil.
Oh, respectfully, P, you can message me. I'm still not going to answer. Nah, I'm gonna start posting. I need to get back on social media. It's been too long. I'm gonna check out this Facebook group and see what that's about. Same thing. Just keep being yourself, keep being real. At the end of the day, nobody can judge you but you. At the end of the day, you know who you are. Comments, criticisms, it's all temporary. So it's good seeing everybody, my peoples. We got to do a reunion, not with Stacy. We got to do it. We got to do a reunion. We can't even hear you. Thank you. You muted. It's the only time you will not hear Stacey say something crazy. But nah, fellas, it's good seeing y'all. Ty, as always, you're my brother. We got to link up. So,
Word up.
Ty, you muted too.
No, I guess
No,
it's
no,
on
that's
me.
cool. Go ahead.
All right, so y'all know who it is. It's PO. But you know what, man? I'm just gonna go ahead and throw out some accolades since we, throwing accolades and all that stuff. I am the legendary producer for Street Sweepers, the late DJ K Slade, Pat Poose, Buster Rhymes, Sheik Luch from the Locks, legendary producer of those guys. But then on the other side of that, I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm doing everything. I have my latest venture, P. Taylor Lux. If you go to that website there, www.ptaylorluxe.com, I got everything from, everything. Just go there and you'll see what I got. Other than that, you can find me on IG at 100 sightings. And that's it, man. I'll let the kid. I'm
Yeah,
out here.
yeah, for sure. So first of all, I want to thank you all for being panelists. I want to thank everyone in the audience for joining. This is the second time being on camera since the passing of my mom. I did take some time off. It's been about 90 days, but I am going to bring back the mental health discussion. So you may have seen that on it's called the MMHJ, My Mental Health Journey. I did take some time off, but I am going to start it up again. And this one is going to be what I have learned from being a caretaker the last 2 years and what grief um, has done for me. I don't want to say to me, but for me, and what I've learned from the entire process, which is actually was actually pretty progressive. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be back next Tuesday night to talk about the next episode. I wish the cast nothing but success. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or comments, or if you want to be on the panel, or if you want to have any heart-to-hearts, not just about the show, but I would love to speak to you all as a person, as an individual. So with that being said, thank you all again. We're closing out. It has been 2 hours, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. All right.
Thank you. Good
Yes,
night.
Yeah, for
sir.
sure. Have a good
Appreciate
night,
it. Buenos
everybody.
noches, mi amigos. Buenos noches.
All right.